Imagine waking up one morning to discover that the value of your house has dropped overnight. Not just a little, but tens of thousands of pounds gone. Just like that. Your neighbor, who once bragged about selling high, has now offloaded their property at a surprising loss. Estate agents, once flooded with calls, now sit in eerily quiet offices. And social media is no longer buzzing with bidding wars or record-high property sales. The UK housing market of 2025 looks nothing like it did just a few years ago. But is this really the beginning of a cool down? Or is something much more unsettling lurking beneath the surface? Let's go back a few years. Post-pandemic, the UK housing market was unstoppable. Fueled by low interest rates, government schemes, and a rush for space, prices soared beyond imagination. First-time buyers were priced out, investors flooded the market, and rental costs became unbearable for thousands. But fast forward to today, 2025, and the air feels different. For the first time in a decade, we're hearing words like price drop, correction, and even crash. But how did we get here? It all began in late 2023 when the Bank of England aggressively raised interest rates to combat stubborn inflation. Mortgages became more expensive almost overnight. A loan that was once manageable turned into a financial nightmare for many. Monthly payments skyrocketed. Families who stretched their budgets to get on the property ladder suddenly found themselves gasping for air. Repossessions started to rise. Landlords began exiting the market. And with fewer buyers willing or able to purchase, house prices began to stagnate. By early 2024, cracks in the market became visible. London, once the epicenter of unaffordable housing, saw its first annual price decline in over a decade. Northern cities like Leeds and Sheffield followed suit. Even traditionally stable areas like Surrey and Oxford started showing signs of weakness. But while some celebrated the possibility of homes becoming affordable again, others warned that this was just the beginning of a much larger shift. Now in 2025, we're standing at a crossroads. Mortgage rates remain high. The average rate for a 2-year fixed mortgage hovers around 6.5%, a significant jump from the 1.5% rate seen just a few years ago. This increase has slammed the brakes on demand. Buyers are cautious, sellers are nervous, and developers are halting new projects as profits vanish. The construction industry, once booming, is now shedding jobs. But it's not just about money, it's about people. Meet Sarah, a 32-year-old nurse from Birmingham. She saved for years to buy her first home in 2022. At the time, she paid well above asking just to secure a deal. Now in 2025, her home is worth £35,000 less than what she paid. She's trapped, unable to sell, unable to refinance, and watching her dreams slowly turn into anxiety. Sarah's story isn't rare. Across the UK, thousands are facing negative equity where their mortgage is higher than the home's value. It's a silent crisis that's growing by the day. Meanwhile, renters aren't catching a break either. As landlords exit the market or raise rents to cover higher mortgage costs, the rental market has become a battlefield. One-bedroom flats that once cost £900 a month are now listed for over £1,300. Families are being forced to move out of cities they've called home for generations. Students are sleeping in cars. Professionals are moving back in with parents. This isn't just a housing problem anymore. It's a social crisis. So is the market really cooling down, or are we heading toward a full-blown collapse? Experts are divided. Some say this is a much-needed correction, a chance for balance after years of unsustainable growth. They point to increased housing supply, reduced speculative buying, and the potential for interest rates to fall in the second half of the year. Others warn that we're only seeing the tip of the iceberg. With the economy teetering on the edge of recession and unemployment on the rise, the housing market could face deeper declines. What about government intervention? So far, policies have been lukewarm. The 2025 Affordable Housing Initiative aimed to help first-time buyers, but critics argue it hasn't done enough. Stamp duty reform helped a few, but it hasn't reignited the market. Meanwhile, renters wait in vain for meaningful protections or caps. For many, faith in leadership is fading. Yet in all this uncertainty, opportunity still exists. For patient buyers, 2025 could offer rare chances to enter the market at fairer prices. For sellers, timing and strategy are more important than ever. And for investors, the cooling market might reveal undervalued gems, but it comes with a warning. Tread carefully. The days of easy profits in real estate are gone, replaced by a complex, unpredictable landscape. So where does this leave us? The truth is, no one can predict the exact path of the UK housing market. But one thing is clear, we are in a moment of massive transformation. Whether it's a temporary chill or the start of a long winter, the decisions made in 2025 by homeowners, renters, investors, and policymakers will shape the future of housing for a generation. If you're a buyer, take your time. If you're a seller, be realistic. And if you're simply trying to survive in this volatile market, know that you're not alone. The system is shifting. Lives are being reshaped. And while the storm may not be over, knowledge is your shelter. Thank you for watching. If you found this video informative or thought-provoking, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support means everything and helps us keep bringing you the stories that matter. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and keep questioning what they don't want you to see.